Hi and welcome to the Valentic Supply Chain Insight series. In these brief videos, we will explore how to enhance your supply chain process using Anaplan, a best-in-class planning solution. Today, as a supply planner, I am going to define my global inventory planning policies, see their impacts, and commit to one policy for my detailed inventory planning. I have predefined some policies. Some restocks at a periodic interval, some anchors at some calculated service levels, and some looks at minimum or maximum coverage of days or periods. And additionally, we also have some simpler strategies with fixed quantity targets or phase out end-of-life strategies. Now, assuming there are no other parameters changes on a more granular level, for example, on a DC level, I can simulate the impact of my policies to the inventory values. This can be particularly helpful when estimating the tied capital for each period. My products are given attributes of ABC and XYZ in the master data, indicating its, for example, margin and sales volume within the whole portfolio. Towards the left top, for example AX, I would not want any stockouts as there are products in this attribute contributing the most, while CZ might not be that critical because it's not an important part of the portfolio bringing us much volume or bears any strategic importance. So I will assign a policy with enough buffer to the AX, medium responsiveness to BX and AY, even less responsiveness to CX and AZ, and least responsiveness to the rest. Also, I can check the scenario settings of the inventory. How do we treat damaged or expired inventory? Can we retest them and requalify them? Now, with my knowledge of my current company's policies, I'm not releasing damaged, on hold, or expired products as available. So I'm excluding them in this setting table, and we see the impacts. How do we define our wiggle room with the past POs, future POs, committed purchases, etc.? Here I'm defining a majority of parameters as hard constraints, but based on our contractual terms, we can treat committed purchases as a bit more flexible. Hence, I'm selecting no in my scenario. Finally, I can decide on one policy and scenario for the next step of detailed planning. And now, since we have been planning on scenario 2 the most, I'm choosing it as the committed plan. I hope you like this short introduction into inventory policies for our Supply Chain Insight series. Stay tuned for the upcoming ones. Feel free to contact us anytime for additional questions.